Kansas City. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Down these two. Going nowhere. Check 26. 15.
On first down, Swift. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, second and 3. They'll try the left side. Swift. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, here we go.
On the ground with Bryce Love, the former Stanford Cardinal. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line. Bandit. Back.
They'll run on first down. Swift trying to run inside, but nothing there. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3, and this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over, and it's a big kick, but now if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg. Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. From the gun, Jones. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And the Giants send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback rolling left and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Set the tone, defense. Showing up.
Throwing Jones. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. We're scoreless after 1. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
He's checking.
On 2nd and 1, Jones, and he rifles one incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end, and it's 3rd and short. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Here we go! 90 Wolf. Hey, Sam off. Cut. Bravo.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a 1st down.
50 plant.
Watch the pass. Kill.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
At the Chiefs' 7-yard line.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Let's go, D.
Squeeze.
Watch twist. Switch it. Come on, switch.
5. Get it.
Now Jones. He'll run it, and he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. So it's 3rd and goal now, and this is where the Arrowhead crowd can make it very tough.
Check. Tighten up. Check.
Go on.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard, and they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal.
Joker. Hey, check 20.
X3. 218. Chopper.
Now Jones throwing on 4th down. And that is going to be incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the ball's going to be going back to the Chiefs. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Completes it to Hardman. And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds. 1st down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. On 1st down, Swift. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. He's got his man on the crossing route. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And going deep for Hill. And this will be caught at the 30. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Grace don't travel. Grace don't travel. Check.
Let's get it.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the 1st down, even throwing the football.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10.
At their own 37-yard line.
Ready.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If you're a lover of offense, this has not been the half for you thus far. Luckily for me, though, I'm sitting next to a lover of defense, and we have had plenty of that, including that interception.
Yeah, and I mean, that still makes it a great game, doesn't it? Everybody talks about if the ball's not in the end zone and points going up on the board, it's not as much fun. I love these defensive battles. Something's got to give with these turnovers. Who can convert them into points?
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
15.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes eluding the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Mahomes now to throw. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This a 33-yard attempt. And Butker able to put this one through. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. First down, and it's Pollard again. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. From the 45 on 2nd down, Jones. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal. Now here's Mahomes. It's Kelce on the grab. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
He's coming, though. Yellow. 4-7's the mic. 4-7's the mic.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's got it. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Yo, faster.
Here's Pollard again. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
They'll run on first down. Pollard. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Darren Lee picks it. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Parker unable to get that one.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. They go play fake. Mahomes. And that's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey, and it's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You've got to cash in and get some points.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Mahomes going to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Now this is fielded in the end zone. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. I tell you what, it's kind of hard to imagine. They have not scored a single point, and yet they're in this position, a touchdown drive here, and they're in the lead.
Normally, when you have 0 on your side of the ledger on the scoreboard, you're a little bit discouraged. But when they look over and see their opponents, they don't see a number that's way out there. They don't see a number they can't attain. In fact, they can get it right here on this drive and potentially take the lead.
Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Darren Lee there to get him down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Check 50. Check 50.
Hey, wahoo!
Here's Jones. Off the play fake. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. And since they still have 10 yards to go, they'll just say, let's roll this over to third down and decline it.
Let's just be honest about it. If you can't get them off the field on 3rd and 10, then something's wrong with your defense anyway. No sense in taking that penalty.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Get off the field.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. The sack by Dorian O'Daniel, the linebacker from Clemson. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. That's caught left side by Hardman. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Check 13.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Fight on these two. Fight on these two.
Night, night, sweetheart. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
On first down, here's Love. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Your trip is here.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And some room to maneuver. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. 26 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
A pass there, complete to Westbrook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. There, this is caught. It's Parker. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on third? Back to throw. Jones. Now a desperation throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and now it's third down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Yellow.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Here's Cameron Johnston now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Here comes Peppers. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now another timeout called for.